The narcissist never thought you would become comfortable with being the bad person in their version of events. They counted on the opposite. They counted on you caring so much about being fair, decent, loyal, loving, and understood that the moment they accused you of being selfish, cruel, ungrateful, unstable, or heartless, you would immediately run and start defending yourself. And for a long time, you probably did. You explained why you were upset. You explained what happened before you raised your voice. You explained why you stopped calling. You explained why you could not keep lending money, covering for them, tolerating disrespect, or pretending everything was fine. You name it. You kept adding context because you thought the problem was that people did not know the full story. Eventually, you discovered something much more painful. Some people knew enough. They simply preferred the version in which you were the problem. If you finally stopped defending yourself and let them paint you as the villain, drop the word villain in the comments right now. Put it in writing, as I say, and claim your absolute peace and clarity. Just make peace with it because you know what being a villain means in a narcissist story. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. In this episode, I will help you make peace with why that narcissist is shocked that you made peace with being the bad guy in their fake story. Before we dive deep into the psychological shift that you have made, make sure you take my free 2-minute quiz if you're still wondering maybe I was or I was not dealing with a narcissist. Link is in the description as well as the comments below. So that realization changes a person completely, the realization that you were the bad guy. Why? Because there is a particular kind of severe exhaustion that comes from being badly treated and then having to defend your natural reaction to being abused. The narcissist cheats, right? But the conversation becomes your jealousy. They humiliate you, but now everybody talks about how angry you became. They provoke you for hours, then tell people about the 5 minutes in which you finally lost your patience. They interfere with your relationship with the children, then call you difficult when you start protecting your time with them. They repeatedly disrespect a boundary, and the first time you enforce it, suddenly you're the one destroying the family. The original behavior quietly disappears, and your response becomes the only part of the story anybody is allowed to examine. They completely erase the years of psychological torture they inflicted upon you, and they place a giant spotlight on the one single moment you finally snapped. They use your absolute breaking point as solid proof of your instability. For years, this dynamic can keep you trapped after you have physically left. You may stop living with a narcissist while spending enormous amounts of energy trying to correct what they say about you. You wonder why they told their family. You think about what the new partner heard. You worry about mutual friends believing them. You replay old conversations and imagine how differently you should have explained yourself. You keep screenshots because one day somebody may ask you for proof. You remember exact dates, messages, exact words, who was present, what happened first, and what happened after. Why? Because prolonged gaslighting makes the truth feel like something you need to keep solid evidence for. You started out your own sanity. You collect evidence because you live in a constant state of fear that they will completely destroy your character. If you spent years totally exhausted because you had to defend your normal reactions to their extreme abuse, drop the word exhausted in the comments right now. Validate your own experience and let the universe know you are done explaining. And the narcissist notices this fear. They notice that fake accusations still make you move. They do not have to convince the whole world that you are terrible. Sometimes they only need to make you afraid that they might. One simple comment gets back to you through a relative, and your whole evening is gone. Somebody says, they told me you just abandoned them, and suddenly you explain 6 years of painful history to someone who was not even there. They tell the children, your mother, your father does not want us to be a family, or your parent only cares about themselves. And now you fight the urge to tell the children everything because you cannot stand hearing your character rewritten. They found a dark way to keep you emotionally answering to them without even speaking to you directly. That is why the day you stop defending yourself feels so incredibly different to them. Nothing dramatic has to happen. You simply get tired. They call you selfish, and instead of writing another long explanation, you think, fine. They say you changed, and you realize they're absolutely right. They say you're not the person you used to be, and for the first time, that does not frighten you. Because the person you used to be was completely exhausted from trying to keep everybody happy. They say you abandoned them, but you remember exactly how many times you stayed long after you should have left. They call you cold because you stopped responding to the same crisis in the same way. And suddenly you understand that what they called warmth was just your willingness to drop your entire life whenever they created a new problem. You stop correcting every word. And that's exactly where the narcissist shock begins, because the narcissist, throughout the accusation itself, held power. What actually gave the accusation power was your deep need to prove it wrong. For years, they could call you a bad mother and watch you come running to prove how much you cared. They could call you an uncaring husband and watch you give more. They could accuse you of being a bad family member and watch you overextend yourself, trying to demonstrate otherwise. They could tell you that nobody else would ever tolerate you and watch you become more desperate to save the dead relationship. The insult was not only designed to hurt you, it pushed you toward the exact behavior they wanted. They used your deep sense of morality against you. They knew that if they attacked your good character, you would desperately try to prove your goodness. They treated your deep empathy like a simple puppet string. Once you finally see that, some accusations become almost embarrassingly predictable. Now, if you stop giving them money, you become selfish. If you stop fixing their absolute emergencies, you become heartless. If you stop keeping their dark secrets, you become disloyal. There is never going to be a version of your departure that received their approval, because your departure itself was the ultimate offense. If you finally realize that your departure was the only real crime they care about, drop the word departure in the comments right now. Claim your absolute freedom from their fake rules. Now, that realization can save you years of pain. You understand that you could have left more gently and still become the villain. You could have chosen better words. You could have waited another month. You could have written the perfect goodbye letter. You could have forgiven one more betrayal, attended one more family gathering, paid one more bill, answered one more midnight phone call, and given them one more chance to prove they understood. Eventually, there still would have been a moment when you stopped cooperating, and their fake story would have started exactly there. They would never begin with what they did. They would begin with the exact day you finally stopped taking it. That is how a person who tolerated 10 years of severe mistreatment can become cruel in 10 minutes. The narcissist completely deletes the years and keeps the boundary. They delete the brutal cheating and keep the divorce. They delete the endless insults and keep that argument. They delete the massive financial exploitation and keep the day you finally separated the bank accounts. They delete years of complete emotional absence and keep the adult child who stopped calling. Then they present the ending to the world as if it appeared out of nowhere. And eventually, you simply stop volunteering to put the missing chapters back in for everybody. That is the profound piece they never expected you to reach. You begin understanding that some people are heavily interested in misunderstanding you because understanding you would greatly inconvenience them. A narcissistic parent may have siblings who would rather call you unforgiving than acknowledge the deep abuse that happened in that house. A narcissistic husband may have a mother who would rather believe his wife became difficult, then admit that the son she defended his entire life repeats the exact same toxic behavior in his marriage. Mutual friends may easily accept the simplest explanation because the dark truth would force them to choose whether they feel comfortable remaining friends with an abuser. The new partner may eagerly believe every fake story about you because believing that you were the problem allows them to believe their new relationship will be different. You cannot argue somebody out of a story they desperately need. That is a brutal lesson, but it also completely is freeing because then you start deciding whose opinion actually deserves access to your central nervous system. Not everybody gets to misunderstand you and then demand a full defense. Not everybody gets a file. Not everybody gets your screenshots. Not everybody gets the entire traumatic history of your marriage just because they heard one fake sentence from your narcissistic ex. Somebody may think badly of you and nothing happens. You still wake up the next morning, you still make breakfast, you still go to work. The people who actually know your soul continue knowing your soul. Your children eventually become old enough to notice the toxic patterns for themselves, or they just become toxic and you will have to go no contact. Your close friends watch how you behave over years, not how a narcissist describes you during a breakup. Life continues beautifully. This is the very first time you realize exactly how much of your previous life was wasted on managing their false perception of you. The narcissist made reputation feel like literal survival because reputation is literal survival to them. They understand relationships entirely through public image to a degree that healthier people severely underestimate. They care deeply about who looks innocent, who looks successful, who looks wanted, who appears to have moved on first, who secures the family's sympathy, and who gets believed. That's exactly why, after some relationships end, the narcissist seems strangely energetic. You feel completely devastated, barely sleeping, trying to understand what the hell just happened, and they are already making phone calls. They aggressively tell people their fake version before you even find the words for your truth. They know that the first story people hear becomes the permanent framework through which everything afterward is interpreted. But you no longer have to play their dark game. This constant need to defend yourself and fight their fake narrative completely destroys your biology. It keeps your body trapped in a severe survival mode. That's exactly why your healing journey cannot stop at simply understanding their smear campaigns. You must actively train your nervous system to feel completely safe again. You hold the absolute power to completely reset your biology. That's exactly why you must join my upcoming live workshop on August 30th called Reset Your Cortisol and Other Stress Hormones After Narcissistic Abuse. I'll guide you through the exact step-by-step process to calm your nervous system, lower your physical inflammation, and take your health back. Make sure you click the link right down in the description or in the pinned comment below to secure your spot for the next week. You owe it to yourself to finally breathe again. If you're ready to completely leave that dark energy behind and step into your brightest, healthiest future, hit that subscribe button, share this episode with others, and I will see you and talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.